was so good. I love that.
finally works. It finally works. Yay. Welcome, everyone. Happy Sunday, 11/11. And so glad to be here today with the family here and just checking in. And I always love hanging out with you, Sonja and Lisa, on this time. It's our time to get to hang out.
Yes.
With our crazy lives. And so this is fun. This is awesome for us too, guys, to be able to hang out and just be. So if you're new, welcome again. Sundays 11/11 on the couch. And how we work this. If you have questions on current topics, throw them in the chat, and I just star them and put them in order. It automatically goes in order. But however, go ahead and throw your questions in, and also prayer requests that we look at the end during our time of love and light, our love and light time.
Love and light time.
So go ahead and put those requests in, and we will also have those starred to go back and look at. And anytime you can just throw them in anytime. So again, welcome, Sonja. Lisa, how is it going on this Sunday for you? I know it's been quite a week.
It has definitely been quite a week. Going good, doing good. Like I said, EQ and I went yesterday down to La Jolla. We got to see Aiden reads tarot. And just as everybody sees him online, he's exactly the same in person. Total sweetheart.
Wow.
That was really nice to get away with that. And I'm laughing here. I just have to share. I don't know if you saw Earth Mama says, "You're so tech savvy."
Oh, me?
Yeah, you.
Earth Mama. Well, thank you. I don't think anybody's ever said that out loud to me.
How you doing, Lisa?
I am hanging in there. I've been really busy. I played online a little bit. I popped in on a Scott Scorpio's channel like for maybe 10 minutes just because I wanted to.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
It was his channelversary celebration. So
Channelversary.
I like that. I haven't heard that in that way. Channelversary.
Yeah, he reached out and he was like, if you have time, pop in. I was like, you know what? I'm going to pop in. So, yeah, it was fun. But overall, just in my world, it's interesting that I'm alive. So it's fine.
You're breathing, right? You're breathing.
I'm breathing. I'm alive. And I'm here with you guys. So
yeah, so happy you are. Hopefully it'll give you just that time of just kind of, I can let everything go right now. This is where I'm at with the family and hanging out. So hopefully it'll give you that time.
For sure.
Kevin's here, the healing medium, hugging you. If you haven't gone to Kevin's channel, please check him out. And I feel like there's other family members here too. Please check out all the channels. Make sure that you guys to put your channel information in so people can click and subscribe and all that. And the same with Spirit Intuitive Tarot and Sonja Rayne Lee, who also has another channel, The Soul Sisters. So check those out. And they're in the description if you need to just click and go.
And quickly, tomorrow night on The Soul Sisters at 6 p.m., Debbie will be joining us. So be sure to tune in.
Yeah, it should be. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be fun to hang out with you guys.
Oh, we're so looking forward to it.
Oh, and Lisa Live at 5 is going to happen
today. Yay, Lisa. Yeah, I saw your
Lisa Live at 5. I love that.
Live at 5.
You sound like a newscaster.
Yes, we'll be discussing the current event. No, we are not. We'll just be having fun. That's what we'll be doing. Live at 5.
Fun.
Eastern time.
Awesome. Live at 5 Eastern time on Spirit Intuitive Tarot channel. All right. So that being said, we do have a lot in the headlines this week. And so I do want to dive in. First of all, part of our prayer on our prayer list today, Seascape wants to know, having cocktails at
Cocktails
5 o'clock.
are always optional. Bring your cocktails if you wish. If it's lemonade, that's fine too. It doesn't matter. Water, that's good.
Thank you, Kevin. And so, for our president of the United States, with COVID. So we'll put him on the prayer list. But
Yeah.
I thought we'd kind of just start out, kind of checking in with him. And in fact, we could just separately, just as a group right now, just send him some love and light and strength and healing as a group. But we'll still put him in the prayer requests as well. The reports say he's doing good. He has a sore throat, that cough. And so, well, Sonja, you can tell us where he's at. Complaining of that sore throat and cough thing. Is that it? How long does that last now?
The cough it lasted for a while. I didn't have too much of the sore throat, which was good. And it really hits everybody differently. But that cough can be one of those lingering coughs, which is super annoying more than anything. But it's like once you get over that hump, it's like the first few days, it's really rough. And then after that, it's slowly you start feeling better.
It's just a bummer.
It is. Yeah.
Because our body has so many other things to do and to maintain. And then to have to deal with such an invader, it sucks. So
it takes your energy away for sure.
And B5 is a little bit harder than some of the other variants that we've seen. And that's why the hospitals are full right now. Mm-hmm. And so we're seeing that arise on that. So I encourage you, I know that I'm not telling you what to do, but for your own safety, I don't, whatever you want to do and whatever you believe in, but my mama's heart is just saying, wear a mask. When you go out, you don't want to deal with this.
Right. I think they're about to bring back the mask mandate here in Los Angeles.
Yeah. I feel like that's happening throughout. In fact, we can look at that too. Will they be bringing back no, I didn't get any of my cards out. Look at me. Not even prepared. So yeah. Let's just look in a general reading just for Biden.
Okay.
And just kind of what energy is coming in with him. Thank you, Lisa.
You're welcome.
Biden.
I'm here for you.
Okay. I want to use my new cards. I love these, you guys. I got these new cards, and I'm just going to give a shout out right now while we're here. It's called Broke Bitch Tarot. and
it sounded so funny.
Right? Broke Bitch Tarot. And it's literally hand drawings. She developed this. She was broke, and she said on the back it says "Broke Witches by 4 Broke Witches by Broke Witches." So I thought that was cute. So I supported her by buying these, and I feel like I want to say Etsy. That's the only place you find these unique ones, the handmade ones. Etsy. Aspie. Yeah.
I can go.
Okay.
I use the deck of characters here. I have Gold Mine, so I feel like he's feeling a lot better. He's coming out on the other side from working through that maze of feelings and the energy, because it does. It's like going through a maze, trying to get to the other side to feel better. And we'll be hearing more reports soon about him feeling good. I did pull a few of the Freebird cards. Create yourself, and I feel like this is more of him really taking care of him. I have the dog protection. You know, he's being cared for. People are really there. They're taking care of him. And then I have the bouquet. So
Yeah.
harmony, peace. He's coming out on the other side. And I have the sun at the base of the deck here.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Nice. I
Hi,
actually got.
Chris.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
sorry.
No, I was just saying hi to Chris. She was just dropping in.
I actually got the King of Cups card, which is the Biden card that we all like to say. That's cool.
Yeah.
I got two major arcanas. I got the moon and I got the chariot. I think he's kind of emotional about it. I think he's like, I don't want this to give the impression that I'm down, because I'm not down. He's like, he's moving along just fine with that chariot card, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he realizes it's important to, of course, let everybody know, because, you know, it lets you know that it's still an issue and it's still something to be cautious about, be careful about. I got the strength card, even got some little blossoming flowers in here. I think he's still standing strong. And then my last one I got is the Four of Cups. And I think it's just, maybe it's something that has kind of alerted him to maintain his physical, you know, one-uppedness that he kind of tries to do. I think he's eating right. I think he's trying to rest when he needs to rest and all that stuff. He's doing all the right stuff. But I agree with Sonja. I do think they're going to be giving little updates on him and stuff like that. But I think just overall, emotionally, he's just like, really? Do I need this right now? You know, so that's how I think he's feeling about it. But I think he is going to be all right.
Yeah. So just to follow along with what you guys already have, when I read on him the other night, I did feel that that he was going to be okay. And however, I did feel that there was something going to kind of be lasting with him, like something
like a lingering side effect.
Well, a lingering thing that he would have to, you know, kind of contend with, and it may be that cough or.
Well, there's so many,
you know,
weird side effects. There's a lot of weird. For me, it was my skin was peeling.
Right. So there's some kind of
yeah.
So there's something, isn't it? I mean, it just really wreaks havoc on you.
Some people had hair loss.
Right.
There's all kinds of weird side effects. So I wouldn't be surprised.
So that's what I received the other night. Today I'm getting, that he does have those symptoms that he's dealing with. So I have the Ace of Coins and the Four of Swords there. So there are some of these symptoms that he's contending with. But you know, he's showing everyone else the Ace of Cups that, you know, I'm good. You know, the intentions of looking good and everything's okay. That's what he wants, obviously, to show, and I think he is doing pretty good. But these symptoms are brutal, and I do feel he's hiding some things. And I got the Moon too, Lisa, and I also got the High Priestess, which tells me that there are some things that he's trying to keep hidden and kind of under wraps. So here's those two cards up close. I'll hold them up a little further. So you have the High Priest. I guess it's High Priest in this deck, and the Moon. And so there are those things that he's just keeping under wraps, and that makes sense to me. Even though he works for us, and we probably should know, but it's how they work, right? It's how they do things. But I do feel he's going to be okay. You have the Four of Wands coming in there, and so that's community celebration and all that. So
you have 111 in chat.
I love it. Yeah. Yay, we're on the right track. Apparently,
Yay.
We're doing the right thing. All right.
I had that last night where I posted in my Instagram to be on the couch, and right when I posted, it was at 11:11. Not intentionally, but I was like, "Oh, how cool is that?"
That is awesome. We are on our right. We're on a good path with this, ladies.
Yes. And those are cool cards.
Aren't they fun? And so this is also great if you guys are just learning tarot, because she wrote all over them. So you can do reversals and uprights, and it gives you a little where she wrote all of, So if you're just learning, these are great too.
They're really cute.
I just
They're
love them
super
because I
cute.
love when anybody creative and drew these all up herself, and love that.
What'd you say, Lisa?
Sorry, Lisa.
No, I just said they're super cute. That's all.
They are.
Yeah. Earth Mama wants to talk about 11:11. What does 11:11 mean? Well, it's kind of like a little tap on, I mean, from what I understand, and I feel like there's, other people might have some input here as well, but a little tap on the shoulder, like you are on the right path. You are moving in your potential, right?
Mm-hmm.
Expansion is happening for you. You're on the right path for that. And we're with you. Like
your guides are with you all the way.
They support you. You're being supported. Totally. And it's just a good way to just pay attention, because they may be trying to tell you something. So just pay attention. Like when that number comes up, just what am I doing right now? What's happening? Might be something you need to pay close attention to.
Yeah. All right. So back to the other questions. Here we go. So James. Hi, James. All right. James is asking, what does Walt Disney think of how the studio has been run from the time after his after his death? How is he feeling about how the studio's been run? Sorry. Now, especially with all the acquisitions made.
Good one.
So I don't know of all the acquisitions being made. I know about the kind of back and forth when the LGBTQ thing happened, and they were kind of didn't want to put their name out there, and then they did, and then it was like, then they were up against what's his name in Florida and like that. So what else is going on? Did I miss anything with that?
I mean, that's all I can think of, what you mentioned.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure if there's more, somebody will say something. So if you guys have any other acquisitions that come to mind, pop them in there.
Inquiring minds would like to know.
Exactly. The uneducated view would like to know.
Hey, we knew a little bit there.
Okay. So Cosmic Blue Avian says 11:11 illumination of some knowledge that you need to illuminate in your life to create new creation. 1 means new, 11 means enhanced newness of something. Love it. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Walt Disney, what are you doing? Okay, so what I'm sensing from him is, in regards to this, is that when he was here, he wouldn't necessarily have made some of the same decisions. Thank you, Jeffery. Blessings to you.
Thank you, Jeffery.
He wouldn't have necessarily made some of the same decisions. I feel like he might have been, now I don't know, but he's given me the sense that he was maybe a little more conservative.
He was.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but now from his perspective there, that you need to stand, you need to ebb and flow with society, and so so he's backing their decisions to stand strong in unity and equality for all, is what he's saying here. But he said when he was here, he may not have done the same thing. But with that, the perspective where he's at, that's what he's saying.
I am using the deck of character And one part of what you said is exactly what I was going to say, because I got home and I got self. And I think regardless of whatever things come up, whatever acquisitions are made, I think he really still feels there's such a strong foundation with what he created, and you know, sticking with the home and the self and the original plan. There's something about the original plan or whatever. But I did get open road and I got tunnel. So this could very well be his willingness to realize that over time, yes, things are going to come up and things are going to change. And then with the tunnel, it's like, well, you know, let's kind of let's narrow this down to what the right thing to do is. And that could also be
yeah. I'm sorry. I just saw it.
No, go ahead.
I just saw it. You can't be like this. You can't be tunnel visioned. You have to be open to
right. I got camouflage and smoke. I think he does see it. There's a little bit of confusion out there. Smoke and mirrors. A lot of things being presented that have no substance to it whatsoever. It's a waste of money. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of resources. But I think he's hopeful. I got the repairman. And maybe he's doing some work over there, you know, to help with these repairs. I think he's actively interested. I'm sure he's got other things he has to do, but I think he's watching. I really do. I think he's interested. I think he's very interested.
So Louisa says, interesting because Walt Disney was known as a racist. And, you know, if that is true, I mean, which I wouldn't doubt it. But, you know, when people cross over things, you know, it's like a different perspective. They're still not that same individual. So like in my past position, I have the Queen of Pentacles and the Hermit. So it's very much of a patriarchal type of card. The Hermit, you know, I felt like might have been a little bit of a loner, you know, withdrawal, reflection. In the present position, I have the Two of Swords. So, you know, there's that part of him that was, and then there's this part of him that may be looking things a little bit differently. So looking at kind of the future or things now, I have the Hierophant and the Strength card. So I feel like there's teachings and things that he has even learned as he's on the other side now.
Absolutely.
And looking at things from a different perspective.
A lot.
So, yeah.
And I'm glad that they said that about him being a racist, because he was showing me this video while y'all were talking about, and everything was designed for white people and their desire, you know what I mean? And so he very much, so I'm like, why are you showing me that? Like,
all the earlier cartoons were super racist.
Oh yeah, very racist, very and so but he said he has like you were saying, Sonja, shifted out of that and has become enlightened with that open road. He's no longer like this. He also had some other issues that you know, that he's working. He had
a lot going on.
He had a lot going on, and so he's readily speaking about it, like he's admitting it. And I don't know who is knocking on my shoulder, but you need to. It's okay. Is someone having shoulder pain out there that runs down your arm? All right. It's not my left arm. It's my right arm. So anyway, all right. So there you go, James. I hope that answers your question. And I'm going to thank Walt Disney for coming in and send him on back home. Go on.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming in. All right. Okay. Lawyer. Hi, lawyer.
Lawyer.
Okay. Lalit, I do remember that. The Wish Upon a Star song that started out all the Walt Disney shows. Okay. Wait, before we move on. I've been, Renee says,
Renee's question,
I've been babysitting a 2-year-old this past week, and Disney was on all day. It's amazing how diversity is so prominently displayed on the children program. Is he manifesting? So is he making those changes? Lisa, were you the one saying he was making change, or Sonja?
I did say that I feel like he's kind of working on the other side a little bit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I bet he is making some of these shifting this and putting that energy in. Renee, I feel like he's trying to make up for his mistakes.
That tunnel vision is transformed into the open road.
Yeah.
When you said that he's trying to make up for his mistakes, I literally got chills that went up both sides of my arms. So, yeah, I feel like it.
Awesome. Okay, lawyer, we're moving over here now.
Squirrel.
All right. Are Don Lemon and Chris Cuomo, CNN anchor, still friends after Chris was fired? They were best friends before Chris was fired.
Let's see.
I'm getting a yes.
I'm using my pendulum. I'm getting that weird wonky oval thing. I think they, like anything, I bet they are working through something. But I think they're still friends.
Yeah, it's not like it was, but they are still friends. It's their worlds aren't fully intersecting like they used to. You know how you have those work buddies, and you have the worlds intersecting, and you keep that relationship up even outside of work, and like that.
Right.
It could shift a little bit. Uh-oh. I have
I dropped an interesting card. I'm going to keep that out there.
A little bit of a permanent marker faux pas from the other night on my new desk.
What?
Oh
no! Uh-oh.
That must have been off.
Nail polish remover.
Okay.
Or does that depend on what kind of wood that is?
Oh, well, that's a good point.
Like if it's
Don't listen to me.
I mean, I don't know. I just
it's real wood.
I
mean, is it finished with something, or?
Can you guys see it?
Yeah.
We'll do Google. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Hi, Axel.
Okay, so do you guys want me to go?
Sure.
If you wanna.
If I wanna. So I do feel, there was a little strain, and I think that's what you're getting with your pendulum.
Mm-hmm.
They, the bad news, they had to cancel. It says the friendship took a little knock because I have both these coming in reverse. So you have the Three of Cups and the Knight of Cups in reverse. And both of those are talking about a little bit disruption in the friendship. Just because of what went down and how it all went down. And there was some disappointment there as well. Healing. Okay, thank you. Hand sanitizer will work. Awesome. I will use it. But I do feel like they're going to try to reconnect somehow.
Is that a stereo? What is that, Debbie?
Oh, okay. So it's the Three of Pentacles up on a.
Oh, okay. Looked like a interesting.
Yeah. Okay. But we haven't. This is their desire. their desires to someday work again together, and they were on the same page with a lot of things. But there's some, there's just that blocking, that Eight of Cups in reverse, a little bit of stubbornness, a little pause there with that. However, they will reconnect as friends. I don't know if they'll ever collaborate for sure, but they will reconnect. That healing will come in. They will reconnect. That's what I'm seeing here.
You're getting more tips in the chat, by the way. You'll have to look back later. Yeah.
Oh, rubbing alcohol. Right. Yeah. Okay.
Go ahead, Sonja.
Yeah, I see that they went through something. I got the bulldozer in the cauldron. So, the friendship took a hit, and the pot was boiling. So they went through something. But I feel that they've, kind of rekindled the friendship. I had the wings and the stereo. That's why I was asking you if that was a stereo, because they kind of look like a stereo. But I feel with the wings, like, it feels very healing and it feels very freeing. So they did let go of whatever it was. And the stereo kind of reminds me of just them opening up the lines of communication again.
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good way to read those two cards.
Yeah.
I got the sun. So I guess they're still buds. But I got the King of Wands and I got the wheel, and putting those together, it made me feel like they're cool with each other. Excuse me. But they're having to approach it a different way. It's like, okay, that this was the basis of our friendship prior to all this. Let's try to, I guess rekindle, that kind of a thing. I got the Chariot and I got the Ten of Wands, and putting these two together, I think it's just more of what we're saying. It's just, I think it's moving forward. It's a process, but they've really been through some stuff.
Yeah.
And that's all I've got.
Yeah, there you go. Good question, lawyer. I wish them the best. Okay. Butterflies are free. Hello.
Hey, butterflies.
When Ivana made her will to give her money to her mom and her grandchildren, did she protect it from Don Jr., Ivanka, and Eric? Yeah. Something's going on in the chat. Pamela giving you a hug.
Hello, Apple.
I missed what was happening. So
I heard something about a clause. That there was some type of clause that might have been.
That makes sense to what I'm getting, because I feel like it's like, at the age of 21, this money is released to the adult grandchild of blah, 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 you know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. Would that be the clause?
I'm not sure. I didn't get specifics, but my pendulum is saying that, there was some type of protection that was there.
Yeah.
From Don Jr. So maybe that clause is the protection.
I'm feeling a whole trust thing.
A trust.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't. She didn't trust them.
No.
She totally didn't trust them. Yeah, she set this up.
Yeah, for lack of trust, she set up a trust for sure.
Yeah.
You got to hit the trust with the trust.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what happened.
I don't think the kids are happy, but yeah.
I even feel like she's changed it over the years. Yeah, I'm not seeing that the kids are happy.
you have the Wheel of Fortune right here in the middle. And she understood she had doubts. This is bringing in the doubts. The High Priestess in reverse. She's like, betrayal, doubts. She knew. And so she planned ahead.
Mhm.
Three of Coins there. Planned ahead with her fortune that she was leaving behind. And the kiddos weren't totally happy with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying what I said because I got plateau, like there was something in place, but then she made a change with that leap card and definitely revamped the terms and conditions and stuff. And then with their attorneys, she helped alter stuff to get that nest egg going. That's what I've got over here.
There you go.
I have the pathways card. So she looked at all the different options and things that she needed to do. And then she moved forward with it, with the ship. Because her whole thing was to make sure that the kids were taken care of with the lily here, bringing in that peace and harmony, to make sure that they're all taken care of. At the base of my deck, I have the stars, the destiny card, guidance, destiny.
Yeah.
This was
Yeah.
for the kids. So yeah, she wanted to protect them.
Karen,
Protect the grandchildren, not
right.
Andrea.
Yeah. Yep. All right, mandates. Look at Freebird Spirit got a question in there.
Oh, wasn't that nice?
Ooh, who's that? I know. Look at her.
Oh,
She's
cool.
a good-looking lady.
Oh, what a hottie! What?
Yeah.
Who is that?
Hey, sexy.
How you doing?
How you doing? Oh my gosh, you guys. Will they bring back? Freebird Spirit wants to know: will they bring back the mask mandates? All right.
I got a strong yes on the pendulum with that. But as we already know, it's going to be in some areas, not all.
I got a yes too. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. It's obviously, I mean, you're not going to see it in Florida. I doubt they're going to make that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I do see it in some of the hotspot areas. I'm here. I just was told that I'm hearing that they may start out by saying we encourage strongly that you giving you the choice, since that's such a hot topic right now, to wear your mask. We strongly encourage you to wear masks. And then individual places like restaurants and stuff will say mandatory mask, or stores, that might take place individually, like encouraging them to empower themselves to do that. That I do see some of that happening for sure. Yeah, exactly what I just said. Yeah, okay. All the cards that flew out just said the same thing I just said, so I can show you. You have trying to figure out the planning for the future there, but you have the types that are just not really interested in making that choice and doing that again, and the more conservative side, but trying to find that balance and trying to bring the two together. You're going to find, and this is Chariot and Temperance, and when you have major arcana cards coming in, this is a big life lesson. These are themes, right? So this is, again, we're faced with this societal global theme. However, they're trying to empower they're going to try to empower individuals to make this choice, and some will make the mandates because of those people who are like that conservative side, or just don't believe that mask. You have the hip. I'm sorry, I have these labels. You have the more nature oriented. I don't know what else to call them. Hippie type. And then you have the conservatives that don't want to do masks because
They're making a statement.
You can't tell me what to do, type of thing. Of course, they can tell us what to do with our body, but we can't tell them to wear a fucking mask. However, I back away. Together we can. So
love and light.
Love and light to you.
Damn it.
Damn it. So yeah, I'll pass the baton on to one of you guys if you want to go.
Go for it, Sonja.
So I got the Drunken Sailor with Heaven. And to me, this looks like which way? Whoop, that way. That looks like COVID. So we have COVID here in the heaven. Yes. For me, this is the sign of yes, that they're going to bring back the mask mandate to cover up all of that. However, it's going to create a shitstorm pretty much. People are not going to be happy, but it will. I have ocean in the self. So like you said, Debbie, I think they're going to leave it up to some people, kind of that option to create the peace for calmer waters, that they're going to bring that. But I do feel like it's going to come back again. It'll be some areas, but it may be optional in some spaces than other spaces.
Didn't you get that same? Oh, that was a different reading. I'm like, I feel like you had both those cards in another reading.
Oh. No, not those. Mm-mm.
I just have 4 cards over here. I got the Ace of Wands. I was seeing that as the new mandates there. I got the 2 of Pentacles, and I got the Justice card. And that kind of coincides with that balance. It's going to be a case of, okay, yes, we're saying to do this, but there is some stuff, left to your own accord or whatever. But the last card I got was the 10 of Cups. I think that's just saying it starts with you.
Oh, starts with you.
It starts at home. Home. So,
good
it's going to kind of be left up to us.
Good reading on
ultimately.
That. Yeah. And to bounce off that question, we have Renee's question here. Thank you for starring that. Will the new variants be particularly hard on children? While we're here talking about COVID and wearing masks, just in my logic mind, I have read that they're already seeing signs that it's hard on children, that children are getting this one. What'd your pendulum say?
I got a yes.
Yeah, you both got a yes. So let's take a look at this.
And this is inside scoopy stuff. I do know that here in Louisville, Kentucky, there's already a thing happening where people are getting fussy about, don't make my kid wear a mask.
Okay.
When they're going to school. So there's that happening.
Yeah.
So here we go again. Let's see. That's very shitstormy, the reactions.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they're wow.
Oh, thank you, Pamela. Whoa. That's interesting.
Oh,
Love that.
yeah, Cindy says that's stupid because kids wear them without bitching. Yeah, because they think they look like superheroes in them. Of course they like them.
Yeah.
They're like,
Some kids kind of like that anonymity. I mean, think about some of those insecure kids a little bit. They're like, if we got a mask on, we're all pretty much looking the same, I don't know.
Oh, Kara.
Are you guys still throwing cards and stuff?
Oh, I was just kind of. I was watching the chat.
Oh,
you
I
guys
mean,
wanna-
no,
oh, you wanna see
continue.
my cards? Okay, yeah. You got those people who are like, I don't want my kid to wear masks, and then they're gonna. But the kid, I feel like, talking about the variants, it is gonna be heavy on. I think it's the kids are gonna get a heavy hit this time. Like they kind of skip. Kids got it before, but this time it's like there's no one who is not getting it. You know what I mean? It's across the board, is what I'm seeing. It's hitting the whole family. However, it looks like it's gonna be okay. I also feel like with this new vaccine that's coming out, hopefully it'll help. And they're more prepared now, so it won't be like, here are all the adults, here are your your shots or your whatever. And then, a year later, the kids get theirs. So I feel like it's going to be all at once, so they can they can have that Six of Swords moving to smoother waters feel to it. Go ahead, you guys.
Yeah, help me out here. So I got the house, right? It's talking about affecting the home with the kids. And I got the key. So, in direct answer to the question, I feel like the key is yes, that this will be the key to the home, that it will affect the home. And then I got I am enough. And that's where I'm trying to figure out how that fits into the whole scenario.
So they have better systems than we do. The kiddos, they're stronger. Their metabolism's faster. They work through it faster.
Okay.
I kind of am feeling a little bit of that with that card. Like,
okay. Yeah.
When you said that, that's what I saw. So that's what Spirit Team brought in over here when you said that.
Okay. But I feel like that they will be okay. Like you said, with the strong, because at the base of the deck, I have the Lily, the Peace and Harmony card. So kids are resilient.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what word I was going to use. That's over the word
with mine. Yay, Lisa.
I have that it is going to leave an impact on them, enough to even maybe leave a mark to where they can use that information for the next thing that comes along. But I got farmer and sprout, and I see this as the resilience factor. I think that they've got something in their system that can definitely help fight whatever is cultivating should they get it. I decided to peek at the bottom of my little deck, though. I got tornado. So
yeah, that's
exactly what it's been. It's been a tornado with this thing.
It is
quite the whirlwind. Yeah,
I think it was like 6 months ago when we read on this, and I felt like there was three more variants that we would have to deal with. This is the second one. But I felt like this one was going to be a strong one. But then I felt like the next one was going to be, more like the last little one. You know what I mean?
I kind of want to say this differently now. I'm seeing this as building immunity.
Ooh, like it.
I think I like that a little bit better.
Yeah.
And then from what I understand, from what I got from my spirit team, and again, for entertainment purpose only, but I can only tell you what I'm getting is that after this the next one coming in, it'll be more like dealing with the flu or cold type of thing. Like, we'll have shots and stuff if you're interested. Vaccines, that's the word. but I don't see like new strains that we're going to have to deal with. And if there are, it's not going to be big enough that's getting into my chart here. You know what I mean? But we do have one more after this that will be that we'll be aware of.
I'm with you on that.
Oh, and now we have the damn monkeypox.
Yeah, that's what I would wonder if we want to.
I hate that name.
Right? It's just like,
It's so lame.
It is mean and lame.
well, it feels like it's kind of like what it's reminding me of with everything going out, coming out about it, because it kind of reminds me of AIDS. When AIDS hit the scene, right? Because everybody kept saying, "Oh, it's a gay disease," and everyone who's gay, and people got so focused on that, and it wasn't, and it became a thing that everyone was affected by. And I feel like this is the same thing now, because it's you have so many people saying, "Oh, well, if you're gay, then
Whenever anything comes out, they're so quick to pinpoint not a source so much, but a whole community.
Yeah.
It's not like this. The cause of this is because of A, B, and C. It's like, oh, only these people can get this.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, no, it doesn't work that way.
No, because people don't want to deal with it or
right.
have it pertain
It's
to
not
them,
in my backyard.
So,
So, whatever. Which creates the blow up of things. Then they ignore it. They don't do anything to level it out, and then it spreads.
Yeah.
So,
sexual transmission, Pamela. But now I'm reading like it's like any type of saliva or touching and was it like, if someone leaves something on sheets or something like that and you touch that or whatever. So it's easily transmitted. It's not just through sex. So more information starting to come out with it, and it's gross.
And be careful of your narrative. I want to just share it with the family. Be careful of your narrative with this, because don't jump on the GOP bandwagon and make this about the LGBTQ community. This is not about the LGBT. This is a monkeypox. This is a whatever disease.
Universal.
It's a global.
But they're going to use this in their agenda. Mark my words.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised.
About taking LGBTQ rights away, and they're going to use this in their agenda. And so be careful of how your narrative about it and how you put the word out. The cases that started, yes, sexually transmitted, happened to be in the men relationships. Mm-hmm. However, from what I understand, what I'm hearing from my guides is this is worse than you think. Like you think it's only going to stay in that little, and it seems like that, and the narrative is it's in like that. But I feel like it's important that we be aware and safe as best we can, and change that narrative. It is not a gay disease.
No. I like what Aspie wrote. A virus don't care who the heck you are.
Exactly. Viruses don't
doesn't care. Yeah.
And so change that narrative, because I feel like that was part of an agenda. Change that narrative. And but I do feel that it's important. Just keep an eye on this. I do feel it's worse than you think.
Yeah. Like I said, it reminds me of when AIDS came out. Everyone thought like, oh, it's not going to affect me because it's, gay men. This is who the AIDS is hitting. And, that's where some cases were. But then it became a big thing. And it was like, no, anybody can get AIDS. So it's kind of that same thing that we're starting with this. So Aries girl Virgo moon is like, what the hell is monkeypox?
Right.
Look it up. It's not a pleasant thing. It's they started out saying that it was through sex that it can be transmitted, but now it's like through saliva and basically secretions, and that people can catch it, and they're like blister sores.
It's not pleasant.
It's not, and I hear it looks like it's painful, and it's now. Did they say there was a cure? I can't remember if there was a cure.
They're working. I mean, there's a vaccine.
There's a vaccine.
I feel like there's a vaccine for it. But I don't mark my words on that. But I feel like there's a vaccine. They're either working on it, or there is a vaccine. And Lisa, do you want me to go?
I think I would. Did I go?
No.
I didn't throw any cards at all. I've been starting questions and reading the chat.
We've just been talking about it. We haven't thrown any cards.
I got the wheel. The wheel came up right away. It's the theme. It's like at the spin of the wheel. It has no, like Aspie said, the virus doesn't care who you are. So it's the spin of the wheel if you get it. So know the truth and protect yourself. Queen of Swords, King of Pentacles. Know the truth, protect yourself. Be careful of I have the Knight of Swords here. Be careful of the messaging. Do your own research.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see.
And I don't mean to scare anybody. Like it's worse than you think.
No, we got to be mindful. It's not pleasant.
Mindful.
Yeah, none of this stuff is pleasant, and we're going to have to. We can't live our lives in fear.
No.
And we're not trying to spread fear here, but it is important for us to be mindful. We have to continue living our lives.
Yes.
But it's just being aware of these different things that's going on.
I'm getting some good stuff here over here. I'm just going to show them. Okay.
Lisa's poking at you, Lisa.
Huh?
Lisa's poking at you.
Don't poke me. Better check it over there. Okay, look. Right.
Roxanne says Lisa's traveling on the 6th dimension.
I am totally, guys, you have no idea. I don't know where I am. I don't. My apologies, sincerely. Okay. I did get the Hangman. I think this is looking at it from a new perspective. I think this is taking the information we're receiving and using some, common sense, deductive reasoning and all that stuff. Experience, we've been through, whatever age you are, you've been through different waves of health things like this, right? So you kind of know what to absorb and what to reject, and do your research, I got the 4 of Pentacles and I got the 7 of Pentacles. So I'm seeing this as, making sure your defenses are up with this and protecting yourself from this, making sure that you have an understanding of what this is, because I have to admit, I don't 100% get the monkeypox thing. I just know that it's important to keep an eye out for. I got the 6 of Pentacles, and I'm seeing this as history kind of repeating itself with the health.
Yeah.
It's like we get these waves of things where we're trying to figure out what the heck it is. And then in retrospect, it's like, oh, that's what that was. Aren't we glad we got through that? I think that's what's going on here. And I got the Ace of Wands. I got the 5 of Swords. And this is that card that has that big warning on it. So, this is serious. It's something to take very seriously.
Yeah.
And again, we're not trying to frighten everybody.
I got the 5 of Swords too, but I was afraid to show it.
Oh, I don't care. Here you go. There you have it. Warning.
Danger, Mr. Robinson.
Be careful, guys. Love and light.
Yeah, love and light.
Look, I'm just going to buy a hazmat suit, and maybe I'll take it off in 2024.
I'm telling you, man.
Okay, but I have something important to say with this, you guys. Okay, family, everybody listen. I have something important to say that Spirit Team brought in while Lisa and Sonja were talking. The conservative agenda wants to create this narrative, this gay narrative, that this is a gay disease, whatever, this gay narrative, to keep everybody going, oh, well, it's not going to harm me because I'm not in that group, right? And that way, and Entertainment purposes only. Where's my card? I don't see it. Entertainment purposes only. If they keep you in that mindset, it's going to spread like wildfire, and then they can go, see, the gay people did that to you. Let's take them down. They are unnatural. They're creating this disease. Just like, Donald Trump caused, the China virus. They're trying to clump it there, right? Mm-hmm. So just beware. That's their platform. They don't care if you all get monkeypox. They don't care. In fact, that's why they're keeping this narrative, so you don't think you're going to get it. So just beware, be informed. I like what Pamela said, and I started here.
Yeah, it's 11. Oh, it just turned 11:12, but it was 11:11 a second ago. Here in LA.
Everybody's been putting their little 11:11s in there.
Yeah.
Yay, I love it. Yay. Great. Raise your awareness of this new virus, truth, and protection of yourself.
Yeah.
Don't fall for the conservative narrative on this.
Yeah. Let me show my cards quickly. I have the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Swords. So this is something new that just came on the scene here, the new virus that's hitting suddenly. It's coming in very quickly, as you can see here. And with the Seven of Pentacles here, it's time to take stock, like to be aware. This is a card of awareness. Time for us to pay attention, because it's going to be a slow process with this in going through this. And this is kind of, I feel like with this is more of like working together, like what we have to come together with this and to look at it. And as we've been saying, like, this is not a particular community. This does not belong to one community. This is for everyone. So to pay closer attention. So just a lot of awareness. As with anything as we do in our life.
Exactly.
We just happen to be getting kind of hit hard right now. Like Lisa said, it's history repeating itself of all these different viruses.
Yeah.
Really, a lot of these viruses, they're just stuff with new names. It's stuff that's happened already.
Right. And it's just morphed into something new now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they always change the name to something that does reflect upon a community.
Right. I mean, come on. Yeah.
They never call it, cephatitis umbellata or whatever.
Right.
It's like, oh no, this is, the black plague, the the gay disease.
Right.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
all that subliminal messaging right there.
Subliminal, like how I say that word, messaging and narrative that they.
I love the way you said that word.
Thank you. Together we can. All right. Okie dokie.
Oh, Roxanne, these are the Beauty Tarot cards. I got them off of Etsy.
Yes, and I have those too, and I love them as well. Right next to my broke bitch tarot deck.
I gotta look into those. The name just makes me laugh. I love it.
Just to support the.
Yes.
I love it. Okay, Chris. Hi, Chris.
Hi, Chris.
Can you do a reading on the safety of young women who testified against Trump? We did have those two women and then that guy too.
Axel. Hi, sweet boy.
Axel coming to the.
He's came to the couch. He's helping. He's on the couch.
Aww.
Oh, he's so sweet. I love when he gives you a little head.
I know.
Yeah, Pamela, I'm telling you. Marie says, welcome to the Broke Ass Bitches Club.
I love that.
Sister. All right. Safety of course, the whole time I'm watching them, testify, that's all I think about is their safety.
Now, there's definitely been some threats.
Yes, and I do when I feel into them, both of them are feeling. It's made a literal shift in their awareness at all times, which makes me sad because now they are always, that vigilance has come in, and which may have not been there before.
Do we know, do they have guards? I feel like there's somebody that's watching over them.
I feel like, they must. I mean, with all these threats. I mean,
I feel like they're being guarded.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a card that's really good on that guarding here, for sure. That makes me happy.
Oh wow! So Chris says Trump is really going after the women. He doesn't go after the men, of course. He goes after what he thinks is weak.
He's a bully.
The bully.
He's a child.
He's a bully. Okay.
Yeah.
Like with anything, we're all individuals, right? Like somebody might be either as strong, not as strong, or stronger than me, right? So depending upon the witness, I think that's a lot of what my cards are saying. I think regardless of if they are protected or not, there are some that are feeling like this. I think there are some that are feeling not quite so protected.
Yeah, I mean, they're feeling it for sure.
They're feeling it. They are scared. I did get shield, so that was the card I said is making me happy.
So they're being protected.
I think they are protected. I did get the swamp, and I got circus. So these are the games they play, right?
Yeah.
That's the total games that they play, and I don't think it's all just 45 doing it. He's got people. I think he's got people harassing these witnesses for sure. But I got compass. I got wings. I'm seeing this is a direction toward more protection as well. And I got rainbow and magnet. So I think in the end, they're good, but just emotionally, I'm really feeling that. I think they are scared. They are scared. Mm-hmm. Are they protected? I'm feeling yes. Do they feel they're 100% protected? No. I don't think they do.
Well, that's where that piece came in when they were showing me that shift in their soul, that they can never kind of really get back. They will always kind of be looking over their shoulder, unfortunately. And I think that's what you picked up on there too. Yeah.
So I got the Destiny card with heaven, and I feel like the intention is to protect them, so that they be protected. The intention is to keep them. I got the intention card actually with the thief. So I feel like that those are the threats that are coming in. So the intention is to keep them away from the threats. I also got don't push the river, and I got magnet as well. So I don't push the river. They're really trying to make this so that they're not in this space of bringing in this.
Bringing in, right. So they're not. Yeah, I hear you. Okay.
Oh, what's wrong, Axel? Oh, he's like, pet me now.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, he is very vocal about that.
Okay.
I also got the fish card. I feel like they want their freedom, but they feel like a sunken ship. Like they just, they're worried. They're concerned about their safety. Look, Debbie, I got your shirt here. Together we can. So I feel like a lot of emphasis is being put on their, and I have the majestic whale with that. So I feel like a lot of emphasis, even though this is what they're feeling, but I feel like everything's being done possible to bring in protection for them.
Yeah, I agree with all that.
Me too.
and I had something that someone said. Oh, yeah. And so, and Terry said something about PTSD, and this is on the spectrum of PTSD. Yes,
Absolutely.
you get those threats. They're terrorizing. They know how to do it. They psychologically know how to steal from you, that thief.
Mm-hmm.
And so it throws you on that spectrum for sure. I do feel like they're doing all they can to protect them and keep them safe and happy and, you know, the best they can. And I feel like it's going to, you know, to bringing in that justice, and they're being protected. They're being provided. This is the answer to our question. Are they being provided with security? Yes. And yeah, things will be clearer and clearer as we move forward. Thanks to them.
Yeah.
That was a real shift in the whole January 6th.
Look how long we've been on, ladies.
111. Wow.
Love it.
Yeah, so we will put them on the prayer list too. Like Chris wrote prayers. So I'm gonna. And Lalit said, I saw Officer Fanone walking down the street being followed and harassed by an angry mob of Trumpsters. So disgusting. When will this end? I know. When Trump leaves. It'll
When you
get
read
better.
that, my mind went to.
Would you?
I want to say do diddy diddy dum diddy do. When you said you saw them walking down the street singing do.
Here they come, just walking
down the street. We're going to turn this into the singing show.
We might as well.
Sonja always tries.
Debbie can sing.
I'm trying to get Debbie in there.
She'll do it.
Oh my goodness.
She's already kind of done it, so she'll have to do it again officially.
I know. I saw the replay on that, Miss Debbie.
So much fun.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we'll do one more question and then we'll head on over to the couch. So let's. I like this one. I mean, I like all the questions. Thank you. And hopefully I always have the intention that I want to do just an upload and go through the questions real quick. So I will try that again. So we will go here and let's see.
Oh, great question.
Thank you, Anne.
Especially, and we need to add California to the list, prayer list as well, with all the fires, with the fire taking place, the Oak Fire, they're calling it.
Yes. I think that's on the prayer. I think
I was typing it. Is it already on there?
I don't know. Maybe in my head. There we go. Will there be a technical invention within the next 10 years of how to make water from ocean or the other way in California to help drought? Okay, let's look into this. It's so funny because I feel like when I was reading on this subject on Friday, what I saw was places like it might become mandatory to get water collection tanks in California. Now that'll be, for homes where, it might be a little harder if you're in an apartment situation to have water containers, but maybe for people with homes. So I feel like there's going to be some sort of rain barrels. I'm just seeing what I was shown was I was just seeing everybody saw my sweats. Yes, I'm wearing sweats. I backed up to show my, and I'm like, oh, I'm not supposed to show the
It's all
bottom
good.
half.
It's like the news anchor that wears the suit and they're wearing like jams or something.
You guys know that
That's what I'm doing right now.
every single time I'm
I know
on
I'm not wearing anything, so that's a whole other thing.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. That's even better.
You notice I didn't pan all the way down.
Yeah.
Right. So so some sort of I feel like I know a lot of people are already doing it voluntarily in California, this type of thing, or places where there's drought, but I feel like there's going to be more of that. And I feel like how they, with the trash cans, how they mandated certain types of, I feel like it's moving in that direction as far as some sort of water collection stuff. If you are in a home, own a home.
Not necessarily from the ocean, which I did get a yes.
No, not from the ocean.
But there is a gentleman, African-American gentleman. His name is Moses West. And I had to look up his name. He has created an invention, and people are trying so hard to protect him because they're, of course, trying to come in and destroy it. But he has created how to create water from the atmosphere.
From the atmosphere.
And he's made this really phenomenal invention. So I think we should add him on the prayer list as well, because it's something remarkable that he has done. And of course, they're trying to look Moses West, and they're looking at different ways, of course, to discredit him and to tear,
of course,
the holes and everything else. But yeah, I do feel that, if you can do it out of air, somebody's going to figure out how to do it from the ocean. So.
And Anne says she has a rain barrel in her backyard. Yeah. So some sort of something. And but I feel like they're going to start. I feel like it. Yeah. They're going to start. If you are somehow not like the entire population, but they're going to start mandating it for certain group. As we move forward, and they're going to really be looking at different ways to capture rain or water, just like Sonja was saying here, but also other ways, and so forth like that. They've been working on they're showing me that they've been working on this ocean thing for a long time, as far as utilizing that water and being able to do it. It hasn't been as successful as they've wanted, is what I'm hearing here. However, I do feel in the next, you said the next 10 years, I do feel they're going to have some significant advances in that in the next 10 years. But there's also going to be other ways besides doing that with the ocean water. There's hesitancy with that. I don't know why I keep getting a little bit of a hesitancy with that ocean water thing. Mm-hmm. It's in my wheelbox.
I almost feel like the hesitancy with the ocean water has something to do with disturbing the ocean environment. Like too much invasiveness with that.
Okay.
Might create a new problem is kind of what I'm feeling.
Oh,
maybe. Okay. That's kind of what I was feeling.
And not only on top of that, I mean, this, you're dealing with the ocean has its own issues and problems that are going, and I think that's probably what you're feeling too, Lisa. With the pollution issues, there's a huge, oh gosh, what is the name of that movie? Did anybody see that movie on Netflix that talks about it was probably one of the most disturbing things that I saw, talking about the industry, the fishing industry, and how it's really affecting our oceans, and the ocean life is being destroyed. So there's all of those issues and problems. So like you said, Lisa, to bring that in to create water out of it, it's like it may disrupt what's already been disrupted. So there's a lot of problems and things. So I got the fairy with the naked man. So there's a lot that needs to be exposed, and a lot that needs to be fixed. And I got hot springs with poop. because
Yeah.
there's a
There you
lot of poop
go.
that's
Yeah.
going on
Yeah.
that needs to be taken care of. But I think they want to create a gift, wrap it up and take care of it. But I
Mhm.
think it's going to take time before we even get to that point because there's a lot of stuff that needs to be dealt with.
Yeah. I feel like, yeah, it's just not working out how they had hoped with the ocean. So many, yeah, it's not working out the way they'd hoped. They can only go so far with that, and they need something on a bigger scale, and that doesn't cost so much, maybe. And so they need to look out. So they need to kind of let go of that and move towards something new coming in. And I do see something new coming in that's going to be good and helpful.
That's the gift.
Yeah. And, it's not going to be overnight. However, we are going to see it coming in. I feel in the next 5 years, you're going to see some significant breakthroughs in this area of water collection in those areas of drought. So that's what I was just shown.
And quickly before Lisa goes, the name of the movie, the Netflix movie, is called Seaspiracy.
Seaspiracy.
Yeah, but I have to warn, there are some disturbing images in there. So if you're very sensitive, then you may not want to watch it. But it is it's extremely informative of stuff that I had no idea of what's going on with our oceans. And there's actual wars out on the ocean that are taking place. I actually donated to this one group that's out there trying to save. They're like pirates out in the ocean that are there for a cause. Sea, Roxanne, is an SEA, the sea. And I don't know, but it is there's some really troubling scenes in that movie. So I just want to put that out there, that little disclaimer.
Plant trees, yes, and so yeah.
What'd you get, Lisa?
I actually got a couple of water cards that are interesting. I think it's the 9 of Cups, but I got the 5 of Cups too. So here's the sadness or loss behind it. Like maybe it's moving really, really, it's creeping slowly, and other things are suffering because of that. But I also got the 5 of Wands, and I got the 4 of Coins. And I think this is drifting into the financial aspect of it. I think I'll even throw the Tower on that, because when I saw the Tower, my first thought was, it's like something's going to have to be let go to pursue that project 100%. Something's going to have to crash to get there. And then that it kind of swings back to these two also. My last card I got is the 7 of Coins. So here we are with more funding, growth, maybe even scientific development, there's more stuff down the line that needs to be taken care of, but I can't say anything more to add than really to what you guys said, because that was good.
Yeah. So I posted the movie here, Seaspiracy, if you want to see that. I won't be seeing it, but I hope someone tells me all about it.
I'll tell you about it, Dad.
Okay. I just can't watch stuff like that. It'll throw me down for a while. All right. So, running over to the couch. Woo, woo, woo. Going to the couch, on the couch. I wanted to talk about this today, and I'm throwing it at Sonja and Lisa a little cold. I forgot to tell you before.
I was sitting here thinking like, oh shoot, what are we talking about?
When she said on the couch earlier, I was like, oh, we don't even know what we're doing on the couch.
So, I know. I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about this, and we're going to revisit this again and again and again. But I want to start the discussion today on the couch in regards to how to maneuver on this plane, and people call it 3D. How do we maneuver in 3D? Because we came here for a purpose, to help the 3D shift into take a shift. And you have, I am not an expert in this, so I'm just kind of throwing the words I kind of understand, that we shift from here, and what our hope is to get to 5D. And then, as the world shifts and time passes, you keep moving up these Ds. And so, but you go 3D, you have 4D, you have 5D, like that. So a lot of people say 3D and then they jump to 5D, skipping over 4D, right? However, what I want to open the discussion to is how do we continue to maneuver and help on the 3D and implement 5D awareness and awakeness? Because we came here for a reason. We signed up to be here on 3D, on this 3D planet. We signed up to help. So how do we maneuver back and forth? How do we do that?
Great question.
Properly, because a lot of people, they go into this 5D thing and they're all full bore 5D. Well, no, we're here to help in 3D. There's things going on. We still need to fucking get out there and march and scream. So how do we bring back what we know in 5D and what we experience and live it out in the 3D, right? 3D, 5D.
I've got 3 things in my head.
All right.
The first thing is love. And I think there's just something about love, just understanding what love is and feeling that love and unity and forgiveness, understanding, knowing that we're not all going to be on the same page about things. That's not realistic. So love and support for each other. The second thing I'm thinking of is leading by example. That we're only human. We are all not perfect. We have our moments. And there are many things I do that I would not recommend anybody else to follow in my steps on. But I think leading by example is a big thing too. And then the next thing I was thinking of was more of like this weird visual I had in my head of like if you're learning to climb a rope, if you practice enough, eventually you can get a little bit higher on that notch each time. That's kind of getting to those higher levels as well. It's like you can't just be like, give me the rope, I can do this. No, you gotta strengthen your little muscles, get your upper body stuff going, get your lower body to help you with it too, to kind of push you up. And I think that pushing is representative of everybody supporting each other, that lifting. I think it takes everybody to do it. I feel like I'm still not answering this question though. But
no, you're answering it really
awesome.
But there's it's definitely a team effort. But it does take that first step of understanding and acceptance, I think, to really get you there, is what I'm feeling.
I love that, Lisa. The first thing that I heard from my team that came in, it was balance. Because we are, after all, human. So we're living in this human shell, and there's only so much that we can do. But one of the most important things before we even get to that whole working as a team, you got to start with you first. And you got to do the work for yourself, not only creating balance in your own life, but also doing the work that you need to do to be the best possible human being that you can. I almost feel that is that's kind of like our duty to be able to be the best human that we can be. But in order to do that, that's dealing with your mind, body, and spirit, right? Taking care of all 3 of those. So starting with your mind, what is it that you need to do to clear that mind, to take care of that mind? Maybe that's for you connecting with nature or meditating or connecting with others in a way that's going to uplift you. The other part is your body, right? Getting the exercise that you need, being mindful of what you put into your body, your spirit, right? When you're kind of incorporating those things, what raises your vibration, what helps you to feel good. So this is why we're consistently working on, we're processing the lower vibrational things that we experience, but we don't want to keep ourselves down in that vibrational level. We want to uplift and raise that. So when we're doing this work at ourselves, and Lisa said it exactly, it's by leading by example. So when you have this person that's coming at you like, if you're allowing yourself to be aligned with this higher vibration, you're not going to allow that. Like, it takes two to tango. So this person that's coming at you this way, you're not going to take that in. You're being that being, right? That aligned being, and it allows them to kind of back away. And so you're giving a lesson, you're teaching them, like, I'm not going to engage with this kind of behavior. So now they're going to look at that differently. Maybe it may affect them in a way that, oh, okay, maybe this is not how I need to approach things. It's like that domino effect.
Ooh.
So we take care of ourselves. We do the work that we need to do. And hopefully we're going to pass that on to somebody else. And it's like dominoes, boom, 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 boom. And that's how we're spreading that. So that's how I see it.
Yeah.
There's some great things coming in here
I
too.
love that.
I know, I've been reading the chat.
I'm loving the family's input here. Absolutely. Too many words for a t-shirt though.
Right.
Well, your t-shirt sums it up. Together we can.
I can
It
tell
would
you.
have to be a pantsuit or something.
What are all those words all over you?
Looking like the Riddler, right? The old Riddler back in the time where he had all those.
Yeah. So, yeah. So together we can. So I feel like a lot of that is coming together. 3 takeaways, 3 like just bullet takeaways. Terry, dance like no one's watching.
Yes.
I love that. So is, and I liked the name. Oh, Beck. I think Beck said this. Solution focused. I really like that. I was trying to find words that we could narrow it down. And solution focused came in pretty strong. A lot of people were talking about that. Lead with love.
Someone said gratitude too. I like that one.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's good. Love. Lead with love, gratitude. And something that you said, Sonja, too.
Alignment.
Lifting others with you. So this, where the together comes in, is linking in and making sure, lifting others with you. If you find yourself going, well, I want that. Being selfish within, not you guys, not the family here. I don't think any of them would do that, but you can see this playing out where, it's like dog eat dog and the best, the whole, if I'm bigger and stronger and meaner, I'm on top and you all are on the bottom. I'm going to keep pushing you down. Well, that is absolutely not 3D, right? 3D is lifting everyone up together.
That reminds me of that rope analogy I did, because you're not climbing over people to get up. They're raising you up. You're not trampling over others.
No.
Yeah.
So we have to be aware of, even in little decisions, right? Lisa, any little things around us, are we lifting one another up, or are we pushing each other down? We need to be others focused in that. Yeah. Lifting together we can is.
I got the vision of the Lion King.
There you go. There you go.
Where's Axel? I was going to hold him up.
That's hilarious.
No, in all seriousness, though, but yes, lifting each other up. For sure.
And so all these other things fall underneath some of these just statements. So, but we're not alone, you guys. Let's help each other out. Why? Where did that come from? Where it became a a competition. Life became a competition between human beings. Why? We need to change that and lift each other up, see each other being lifted up. You'll find that that's what I love this community.
Oh, you okay there? Here, turn around.
Got it. Thanks.
You're welcome.
When did we become that? So where was I? You got me distracted.
I'm sorry.
You were saying, like, when did the competition come into place, and about us?
Yeah, that's what I love about this community. We literally, you guys, we literally want each other to be successful on this channel, and you guys, the family here, helps us do that because they also want all of us to succeed, and they give us that feedback. You guys are lifting this whole community of readers up and so forth, and you find that between us readers too, and that's who I surround myself with in readers, are those who want to lift each other up and help each other be the best that they can be and reach their goals and stuff. That's this community, you guys. And so we're playing it out, and you can see that, and that's what I'm talking about. We're not going,
and that's the vibe I love so much. I love it when you get the Bad News Bears together and they win the championship, or you got the weird mishmash of different cultures or different religions or different beliefs or whatever, and they manage to kind of come together on some topic. There's just something about that. I just love that stuff.
Yeah.
Even the videos where the cats and the dogs are spooning, and the lion has a bird on his head, and he's not.
Yes.
I love stuff like that.
And Martha wraps it up so nicely for us here. You know how I like those little three.
We are one.
We are one. That'll be my next t-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones to make a brighter day. So let's start living.
There's a. Don't get me started. We'll do the whole thing.
Awesome. Well, I am just so blessed. Everybody hanging out with us today. Oh, the
prayer list.
Oh my goodness, we got to pray real quick. Sorry, we're over time. Sorry, guys, but let's do the can't not do the prayer thing. So let's go ahead and link in and start linking in. Y'all know the drill. If you're new here, we're just gonna if you just want to close your eyes, take a couple breaths, and just visualize yourself linking in with the whole family here, all of us together, linking in as we move in, and just and in the center we always see we're visualizing and experiencing that we are one, and that light, the source coming down in between us all. And that's where we're going to put all these prayers, right into the source, but linked together. So I have prayers for President Biden. My thing is not working well.
And I'm adding my father to the list.
I put him in. Oh, no, I didn't. I didn't put him in because I didn't want anybody to see it yet.
Sonja's dad?
Yeah. My dad went to the hospital yesterday because he had shortness of breath, but he's home now. We're just waiting to see what was going on with him. So.
And while we're at it, continual prayers for Kim Intuitive View's mom, and the fires in California.
And Linda G.
And Linda G's situation. Going down through the list here. Prayers for those who have testified against the insurrection. and also giving thanks to everyone. That we can do gratitude in there as well, right? So let's put gratitude in with all these prayers. Prayers for Moses West. Is that your dad's name?
No, Moses West is the gentleman with the water invention.
Okay, yes. Awesome.
My dad is Henry Fields.
Henry Fields, okay.
Senior.
And then all the unspoken prayers as well will go in here as we, okay. Step into that gratefulness and blessings. Blessing all of you, knowing together we can, and that we are one. Aho.
Aho, so it is.
Yes. Amen, guys. So again, back to saying our goodbyes. We'll see you again next week for 11/11. And until then, please continue to link in whenever you need. It is there. I have done it myself in the middle of the week where I have linked into this, and it's still as powerful as if we were all sitting here doing it together today. So
I've been linking it as well.
Yes. And Katie, I just want to acknowledge Katie, Tony. We see the prayers there. We'll continue in prayer.
We star them. We'll continue to star those.
Yes.
Okay. So blessings to you until next week. And we'll see you on our individual channels. I know, Lisa, you're going live tonight, live at 5 Eastern time. And then also I get to go on with the Soul Sisters tomorrow night. So we'll see you then. So blessings to you all and hugs. And we'll see you then.